In a lot of ways, video cards are like gas station food. The cheaper, the better. At least when it comes to this recording business, I've had really, really, really good luck with just really cheap, underperforming video cards. In other words, video cards that your nerds playing their Doom or whatever, Call of Duty or something. They may get all wound up about you need this million performance thing. If you're running Cubase and Digital Performer, whatever it is, you don't need a fancy video card at all. But what we do need to do is make sure it's compatible with our system, and we do need a video card that's external. We have to buy one because we don't want our stupid CPU doing all the work. And some motherboards have a dedicated video card, and those aren't terrible, where it won't actually affect the CPU. But this is becoming more and more popular these days, of making the CPU do the work of the video card, and that's just not going to happen. Okay, so what we want to do is look at our expansion slots. And here's a motherboard that we bought, this Gigabyte thing, or chose. And it may have some recommendations. Well, so they recommend some, looks like $1 million trillion one. I don't want to do all that. Let's just, remember, we want a bad one. So, it looks like we have PCI Express 3.0 times 16. So, you know what we're going to do? We're going to remember that. Remember it by pushing Control-C. We're going to computer hardware, video cards. And I have no idea what's out. I haven't bought a video card in 2 years. It doesn't matter. You know why? Because I'm just going to find one that fits and fits the price, and it'll probably work itself out. And now, here's a cheap, well, that's something weird. Okay. See, well, these video cards, some of these people get pretty serious. I built entire computers. I could build an entire computer now that would be pretty effective for cheaper than the price of that video card. So, okay, nothing looks good here. But we'll just go ahead and search within video cards for that. That's our slot. Okay. Now, let's see what's out. I want to save money. I want to go cheap, cheap, cheap on this, but I want the reviews to be high. Now, I'm counting on that this search actually worked and that we have a PCI Express 3.0 times 16 card in all of our searches, but you never really know with this business. Newegg's pretty damn good, but they might make mistakes, so just keep an eye out for that. Okay, now this is going to take a while because these nerds who like video, I don't know why they rely on their eyes so much. Shallow people. Anyway, they'll have a lot of expensive ones up here. See, this is all boring. Who buys a $500 video card? What's wrong with these people? Okay, there's one for $134. That's still way too much. I want to keep going. I'm looking for a piece of junk. And I've had good luck with junk, so like I said, I'm not convinced. If you guys may have a different view if you have an opinion, but like I said, I've been recording for 11 years right now, and I've always used the cheapest video cards ever. $130. They're getting a hair cheaper. It's the problem with the video card thing is these guys are looking for like performance. So when they run 15 monitors and all this crazy video business, it doesn't goof up and glitch. Well, like from being overloaded. Well, we're not going to overload it. We're like on training wheels here. So what we're looking for is reliability. Now on a motherboard, reliability, the EGGS rating system is entirely focused on reliability. With a video card, it's a little bit different. They're talking about how fast is it. And so because of that, searching with high ratings is a little bit weird. See, I really don't want to spend more than like $50. But, well, let's look for one more. Ooh, $1,500 for, yeah, okay. Since this is entirely ineffective, let's sort by price, lowest price first, and see what our options are, and we'll find one. Whoa. Okay, now here's something to think about. This is one of those issues where we have to do some research. Is PCI Express backwards, a 3.0 times 16 backward compatible? And you know what I'm going to do? And again, these videos, I wish I could condense them, but I kind of like the idea of you guys seeing my process here. I'm going to go to old Google, and I'm going to put, well, if I could type, I'm going to type backwards compatible. And let's just see what it says. PCIe preserves backward compatibility with whatever. Okay. So it looks like already man, let's click on some bad website. Tom's Hardware is actually a good website, and see what they say. I'm sure we'll get into fights, and yes, they work. And there's no performance increase in 3.0. Da 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 da. So this looks like we can actually use a 2.0 times 16. I trust it, and I'm hurrying. I would have researched that a little bit further if I was in the middle of a video here, but I'm pretty much satisfied with that. So let's go back to, where's our video card? There it is. Okay, so we're gonna go and search for the 2.0 because I just don't. Oops, hang on. I don't need all that extra performance or whatever they're trying to sell me here. I'm just not going to pay it. Okay, now here we're talking. Look at these guys, $30. Now, they'll have $1 million versions too. So I'm actually going to go back to the highest rating and see if I can't find one that slips through. Oh, here we go. It's a gigabyte. People bought 1 million of them. There's 40 reviews, $65. I would prefer to be in the $50 range, but that's close. Now, with video, we need to look at a few different things. And I can tell this by looking that this one has DVI out, HDMI out, and what do you call the old D-sub? Yeah, D-sub out. Okay, so we're pretty much covered for all of them. Now, one thing I don't like about this is fans. Fans spin and fans make noise. And even if it only adds 2 or 3 decibels to the noise of the of the computer, that can be a problem. So I'm going to go back and look for a fan that can cool itself. And that may be rare, but well, we're going to do our best here. Let's see. I don't see a fan on that guy. He's got good reviews. And just so you know, DVI and HDMI are the same thing. You just need a little adapter. It's like $5 on Amazon. So don't get too wound up about that. But we don't see a D-sub on this one. Oh, damn, a fan. We're out. Okay. This whole fan business is worth paying attention to. It's something that can make or break. I mean, I say make or break, but who wants a noisy recording computer? And is that a fan? Can you guys tell? Damn. See, they keep on making these faster and faster and hotter, so everybody can play their little Smurf games. And what's this monster? And we probably could search for a fanless one, and that would probably be about 1,000 times more efficient. Is it a giant heatsink? Here, let's look at the details. You might tell if it's a fanless. See, that's a big deal. And it has HDMI, D-sub. I like having a D-sub out so I can use an old computer monitor if that comes up. It's good for working on them and things like that sometimes if you run into that trouble. And it's an ASUS, so it's a name brand, and it's got a 5-point rating. Now, the only thing is with that giant heatsink is it's probably going to smash in other stuff, which means it may limit, it kind of can cut back on the amount of expandability in our computer's motherboard because it'll actually take up other slots. But for me, like, if that push came to shove and I really had to do something different, I could find another video card. And you may want to pile through all these and find one that's quicker, or that has a smaller heatsink or whatever. But for me, the fact that this makes 0 noise is huge. And you could probably also do research, and for all I know, there's fanless ones, or there's types with fans that are extremely quiet, and there's no downside. But for me, I know this video card's not going to be pushed hardcore, so I really don't care. Again, our video needs are a joke. And just so you know, when I say video needs are a joke, you can use YouTube and all that crap all day long. They're talking about these 3D generated modern monstrosities. So we're buying it.